Felicity from Get Your Rock Out here with the lovely Whips from the Burning Crows. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, really, really well, thank you. It's been raining, which is sad, but apart from that, it's been a good day.
This is true. It's been playing havoc with our hair, to be honest, so, you know.
No, I can well imagine. It can't be easy to keep a highly nice hair down with the rain.
Not so good, but, you know, it's the thing if girls do look nice, you know, so.
Brilliant. So for people who haven't really heard much about you, tell us literally everything there is to know.
Well, basically, I mean, myself and Lance have been friends since we were gone, I don't know, about 12, 13. So it's at least like 3 years ago now, I think. And, you know, looking for pictures. And, so we've kind of been playing some guitar, you know, for years and years and years. And we've all played in sort of various projects together over the years. But it kind of came to a point about 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. And we were all kind of doing nothing. And it started as it always does, you know, in a pub, like, you know, what are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Nothing. We should probably start a band. It's kind of just gone from there, you know. So, kind of, it's about a year and a half ago now, we went to Rockfield, which is the studio in Wales where Queen did Bohemian Rhapsody, Oasis did What's the Story, Morning Glory, you know. Just no end of artists recorded there. And we did our debut EP with Nick Bryan, and he's kind of worked with everyone like Springsteen, C6 Steve, you know, Darkness, Oasis. So released that back in March last year, kind of toured it in September this year, and now we're about to go on tour with the Quiet Boys.
I mean, that is just an unbelievably brilliant tour to get, especially for, you know, such a relatively new band. I mean, how did it come about?
Well, I mean, it was a couple of years ago. I mean, it was always inevitable because we hooked up with Matt Goon, who's our manager. He's also the drummer in the Quiet Boys. You know, and the calendars just kind of never really hooked up more than anything, you know. But I've always kind of been quite good friends with the Quiet Boys, and I've always sort of listened to them from a young age as well. It's sort of one of my favourite bands, if we're being honest, you know.
Wow.
I was trying to keep playing one of our tracks, and it just sort of happened this time of year, you know. Both ready to tour, so they're out on their thing. So we thought, you know, let's hook up, and here we are.
Brilliant. Well, it's going to be a fantastic tour. Have you got a specific date that you're looking forward to most, that you just know is just going to be the best show on earth?
Well, I mean, have you ever seen the Quiet Boys live?
Oh, yes.
It's incredible, isn't it? You know, you're just sort of there, and it's a party, you know, everyone's having a drink, everyone's having a laugh, everyone's, you know, singing along. It's just a sort of proper party, got sort of atmosphere, you know. And we try and do, you know, the same similar kind of thing. It's all about the live show, you know. So every day looks like it's going to be incredible because you've got kind of two bands there. They're both just there sort of to deliver for the people, you know. But, I mean, for us, the hometown show is always really cool. I mean, we live primarily in Norwich. So we're playing the waterfront there, so that's looking to be really good. But, I mean, a lot of the places on the tour are all places we went to on our headline tour back in September. So, you know, hooking up with some old friends. But then there's some new places as well, which is going to be cool as well.
Wonderful. And have you had a fair few of the fans from the headline tour saying, we really, really can't wait to see you again? Do you know that you're going to be bringing a fair proportion of the audience back?
Yeah, it's amazing, to be honest, because when we went out, a lot of the places we played, we'd never kind of played, you know, in this sort of version of the band, as it were, you know. And it was just mental, because you're going out there for the first time, you know, not really knowing what to expect, but every night the audiences are incredible, the places are packed out. And, you know, we try and keep, like, you know, a strong online presence, you know, and actually talk to people. And just every day, you know, you get emails, messages, kind of people commenting on the Facebooks and things like that. Yeah, it's just a lot of love going around. It's really, really cool.
That's brilliant. And I mean, you guys, you interact with your fans a lot. You currently, you know, you've been doing something saying that you can offer your fans lyrics dedicated to them. I mean, how exactly are you doing that? That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Well, it's basically, it's part of the new album kind of concept, as it were. We're actually funding it in part through pledgemusic.com, whereby kind of fans pledge or kind of pre-order the album in advance on its £8. But if they want to kind of get something a bit extra, you can pledge a little bit more and get kind of other things. So like you said, the lyrics you can get, or you can come be in a music video, you know, you can come and be at the studio while we record. There's loads and loads of cool stuff. Just go to pledgemusic.com, find the Burning Crows, or go to theburningcrows.com. It's all on there.
That sounds really, really good. And how's that going so far? Have you had a good fan reaction to it?
It's been really cool. I mean, it goes live on Halloween, you know. So as you record this now, it's about to go. But yeah, obviously a few people have heard about it through the grapevine, what have you. And everyone seems to be really, really excited about it. And it's a really, really cool feeling, to have kind of that many people up for what you're doing, getting that involved in the kind of thing that you love.
No, I mean, it must just be absolutely incredible. I mean, does it feel really, really strange to you knowing that there's a load of people kind of looking up to you and thinking, you know what, I wish we were doing what these guys were doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you kind of go from, it's really cliche because everyone says it, but you kind of write a song in your front room or whatever. And then you kind of end up on YouTube or what have you, and then you've got people all across the country, Japan and stuff like that, all kind of knowing your song, and it's absolutely mad. And you just kind of want to live it for the people who want to be doing it, because I think this is kind of the problem with, music nowadays, there's no sort of real people who sort of seem to really, really love it. Obviously you have a few, but you kind of the way I look at it is you don't want to get up there and look at four people looking at the shoes, looking bored. You want to see a band,
Yeah.
And you want to, you see these people out there, and you just want to know that someone is out there living it, doing it, and loving it as much as you do. So this is why, we kind of tour, we play live, and just give it everything every night, try and be a band that we'd want to go and see.
Well, that's a really good way of looking at it. I mean, what do you think the most important aspect of any live performance you pull off with? What do you always kind of aim to do?
Just get people involved, because it's you see some of these bands nowadays, and, each to their own, do whatever you want to do, but for us, if there's no interaction there, it's not really a gig as such. It's kind of more of a show, like you go to the theatre, you watch people on stage, they bow, they go off. With a gig, you want to be a part of it, don't you? You want to be singing along. And when the singer says, they see you, you want to try and be louder than the singer, It's just that interaction, that buzz and that bouncing off each other, which is what we really sort of try and go for around the way.
That sounds really, really good. And you've got a big announcement coming tomorrow. Is this by any chance something to do with the ad campaign?
It may well be. I mean, it's going out live this evening, or is this recorded?
I'd quite like to get out live this evening now, but I'd like to feel your thunder. It can't wait till tomorrow.
Okay, it's going live tomorrow, Halloween, so, if people are listening, just get to pledgemusic.com, you can pre-order the album. It's coming out officially through iTunes on May the 4th, sorry. So if you pre-order, you get it on April 24th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's kind of before anyone else will get it as well, so you get an advance copy of the album, and then all the updates as well as you go along on the tour.
Brilliant, so a really, really good idea for anybody.
Indeed. I mean, there's a lot of people doing it now as well, kind of Ginger Wildheart.
Yeah.
It just opens up the music business to so many people, It's really, really cool.
No, it doesn't. It especially helps bands that wouldn't necessarily have been able to do it before, which is obviously a brilliant thing in helping to get the word out there.
Absolutely. Keep fans involved as well, as opposed to it being the album's coming out in 6 months. It's like, it was coming out, but I know what's going on with it every step of the way.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, are you kind of releasing any footage to go with it, or behind the scenes and making of, or is that something on the cards at all?
I mean, yeah, that's a big part of it, because as soon as somebody pre-orders the album or pledges, they then get access to all the kind of news and updates which are exclusive to people who pledge. So we can be doing anything, writing a tune in the studio, or record it, and just keep people updated as and when stuff happens.
That's absolutely brilliant. And the new album, tell us literally all there is to know about it.
Well, I mean, we did the EP, like I say, in Rockfield, and we're using the same formula again, Nick Bryan producing, thanks to Rockfield. But, I mean, we're releasing, there's 10 tracks on the album, and then going back to the pledgemusic.com thing again. If you pre-order through there, you get 3 additional bonus tracks. But it's literally, it's kind of, it's all the tracks that are playing live on the tour, And we kind of talk to people every night and say, what's your favourite? And just kind of taking that away and put those tracks on there. That's immaterial, these singles from the EP, just a load of cool stuff.
Brilliant. I mean, it sounds as though it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And the next kind of 6 to 12 months, what else do they hold for you guys? Where can we expect to see you?
Well, hopefully world domination. That's what we're going for on there.
Well, definitely.
So, you've got to see side. I mean, being kind of honest, it's kind of efforts to get videos, more tours, just literally to keep pushing it as far as we can push it. And a big part of that, as you said before, is the fans, so you want to come get involved, come chat to us online, come to a gig, come have a drink.
Awesome, and give us 3 reasons why people should make the effort to get to one of the Choir Boys dates early enough to see you guys on stage.
So guaranteed to have a good time, we'll give you 110% every night. I'll even come out and have a drink with you afterwards.
That's absolutely brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. And we'll really look forward to catching up with you at some point soon, I hope.
Great stuff. See you on the road.